Previously on the Jig Is Up.
I was thinking about putting together a coalition for missing loved ones. We could go door to door, form search parties, even establish a hotline, the whole 9 yards.
Congratulations. You begun to master the art of finding what you're after. A treasure ahead is worth more than gold and containing more than you can hold. So press ahead and look above. The thing you seek is from thereof. For those who seek will always find the greatest gift of all mankind.
Oh, everybody, look. That woman over there in blue, that's the woman running against me for a seat on the city council, Mary April Palmer.
I'm very grateful for you keeping his secret about him having the Gutenberg Bible.
Do you want me to hang on to it? That seems really heavy.
Oh, if you insist.
Thank you.
And that's why we should never expect to see Tyra Banks on Dancing with the Stars ever again. Well, it's that time of year again, and after postponing the city council election due to the high influx of murders in town, voting is right around the corner. Tune in tonight for a live debate that I'll be hosting between Gretzinger and Palmer, exclusively on KWN. And also, don't forget about our new hit show that's sweeping the town, Death Detectives, hosted by the one and only Lila Huffland. New episodes land weekly. We'll be right back after the break.
Clear.
Lila, a word?
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
Your recycled content for Death Detectives, it's getting old. I'm gonna need something new to keep our audience engaged. I expect to see something new on Tuesday's episode.
I actually want to talk to you about that. There's been no new murders around town, and it's been hard to find something to talk about. I've already covered all the prior murders, and I don't...
Are you telling me you can't handle your job?
No, not at all. I just...
Okay, all I'm hearing are excuses. Blah, blah, blah. Wah, wah, wah. Science, science, science. Do your job, or I'll find someone who will. Shoot.
The entrance is right over there. Like, are we gonna actually go in and get some coffee, or am I just gonna stand here and watch you pace around?
Yeah, we will. I just have to get something off my chest first.
Did something happen? Lila, you know you can tell me anything, right?
Well, nothing happened per se, but something did in fact happen, if that makes any sense.
Okay, I hate this game. Just spill it. What's up?
All right. Deaths around town have been down drastically, and it's affecting death detectives. I have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that. So,
I set up a booby trap in hopes that an unfortunate soul will fall to their doom, and I would have something to report about on KWN and keep my job. And it worked. Elroy Gamble? From last week? I shouldn't have said anything.
Lila, I don't know what to say. Are you being for real?
Technically, I didn't assault anyone. I promise I would never do anything like the murder night does.
What would make you think that was the right thing to do?
I guess I just panicked. You told me I should create my own content, and this is what I came up with. And I'm really regretting it.
Oh, Lila, I never meant to suggest anything like this. I'm so sorry if I confuse you with my advice. But I also can't help to be proud of how bold you become. You're taking life by the horns and wrestling it to the ground. You should get some sort of credit for that.
So you're not gonna turn me in, right?
Lila, you're my friend. I am not here to judge you. Your back was up against a wall and you improvised. Improvised in probably the most horrible way imaginable, but you took action nonetheless. Given everything that's happened in town lately, I could see how anyone would have considered doing the same thing. Besides, I didn't turn you in when you told me about hiding that police officer's body. Why snitch now?
Thanks. I'm still worried because there hasn't been a death in over a week. and I have no content for the show. I guess I'm just in a tough situation and I don't know what to do.
You're going to figure this out. Somehow.
Thought I might find you here.
Oh, hey.
It's hard to believe it's already been that many years.
You know, in some ways it feels like it's been so much longer, but in other ways it feels like I was talking to her just last week.
Yeah. I'm already starting to forget things like the smell of her shampoo. But there are other things, like when she would tuck me in at night and kiss my forehead. I'll never forget that feeling.
You know, she always knew how to leave a strong and lasting impression. Did I ever tell you how we met in college?
I think you mentioned it a couple times, wasn't it? It was after student orientation. She walked right up to you and just asked for your number, right?
That's right, you remember. You know, I wrote my name down on a piece of paper and I handed it to her without saying a single word. I didn't even tell her my name and I didn't know her name either.
That's right. And then she's left a strong impression on Grandpa, because then she called and asked for the handsome young man from Hackenslash University. I miss her.
Oh, so do I, Pam. I come here whenever I need to talk with her. Yeah, you know, what gives me the greatest comfort is knowing where she's at. The knowledge that she's waiting for me in heaven gives me a great peace, because I know I'll get to see her again one day.
That does sound pretty comforting.
Yeah.
But how do you know?
That's because of my faith. And I know you've always felt like my religion was for show, but truthfully, it's been my faith that's kept me going through the lowest points, especially after your mom passed. You know, the Bible says that we'll see other believers in heaven. And I hold firmly to that belief.
Well, maybe it's time I gave this religion thing another chance. I'm a big enough woman that I can definitely admit that I probably rejected it out of defiance. So, what do you think of going to service together again?
Oh, I'd love that. Hey, say, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
I don't have plans, but I'd love to spend it with you.
Oh, boy.
If you will carve and cook the turkey, I will bring all the sides.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can talk about it, maybe some of that pecan pie.
Okay.
Yes.
But definitely pumpkin too, because I really like the whipped cream on that.
We're live in 3 minutes, everybody.
All right, this is it, the moment we've been waiting for. The big debate on KWN, broadcast live for hundreds of people to see, waiting to find out who they should throw their support behind and who they should scrutinize mercilessly on the internet for the rest of their politically active lives.
No pressure.
Right. Do you have my talking points?
Yes.
Thank you. What is this?
It's your talking points.
Okay, but what language is this in?
English, of course. I just typed it in the Wingdings font so that it had a little pizzazz.
Tell you what, I can't read this. This is of no use to me. I was relying on these notes. What am I going to do now?
2 minutes!
Well, if you forget anything, just look at me, because I have everything memorized in our whole campaign, including, by the way, your promise to make beans and toast the official breakfast of the elementary school, which I think is cruel and unusual, and I do not support it.
It's a classic British staple. The kids in England love it.
How many wars has that won them?
Hi, Tristan. Hi, Dahlia. I just wanted to come over and wish you two the best of luck today. I think this debate is going to be very informative for the public, and I cannot wait for us to share our ideas about how we can help our town.
That's very sweet, Mary April, but we don't need your luck. Luck is for rabbits and the Irish. We are confident that the people of Hackenslash will choose the right candidate today.
And by the way, your flag is on the wrong side.
All right, everyone, in your places. We're 1 minute to show.
Now I have a bit of a surprise for you all today. Helping me moderate today's debate is our contributor from Kootenstad. Please join me in welcoming Elliot Fust. Welcome, welcome.
Mrs. McCaw, just a quick question.
Yes.
How is it that Mr. Fust is eligible to help moderate today's debate? I don't think he even lives in Hackenslash.
No time for questions. We're going live. Count me in. Good evening, Hackenslash, and welcome to this year's City Council Member Debate, brought to you by KWN News. With me today is Elliot Fust, who brings a fresh perspective on our candidates. Thank you for coming today, Elliot.
No. Thank you, Mrs. McCaw. It is an honor to be sitting at this desk with you tonight. And I'm eager to uncover any secrets the candidates may be hiding from the voters. I'm kidding, of course. Or am I?
Well, fire away. First question is yours.
Thank you. This one is for Tristan Gretzinger, is it? Interesting name. Can you tell us a little bit about your childhood? Give us a little bit of background.
Oh, well, that's not really a debate question. You're supposed to ask me my position on one of the issues.
Fine. What is your position on identity theft?
Oh, would you mind if I take this question first? My mother recently fell victim to a telemarketing scam, and her identity was actually stolen. It is so heartbreaking to me to see what this older generation is being taken advantage of. As City Councilwoman, I would fight to provide education and assistance for our seniors so that they can defend themselves against these spineless attacks.
You know, Mary April, I'm glad you brought up the elderly because that's our next topic. Tristan, when you say never let the old linger, do you mean to incite violence against the most fragile among us?
No, of course not. And again, not a debate question. But I will say this. We at the Gretzinger campaign are very committed to several city planning initiatives, one of which being a thorough beautification effort. God knows we need it.
Did I hear that right? Do you think our town is ugly?
Mr. Gretzinger, that is downright insulting.
No, I mean, maybe a little. But what I really mean to say is that we
Town needs to improve.
A big boom.
You want to bomb our town?
No, not at all. Not what I meant to say. I meant to say that we need to boogie one last time.
Mr. Gretzinger, please be serious.
Yes, I apologize. I just need to clear my head. I'm trying to say that our town needs to get clear and immediately.
Mr. Gretzinger, are you having a stroke? Will you be able to continue?
Yes, of course. I would just like to request a quick recess.
This is live television, Mr. Gretzinger. We don't do recesses.
I will be just a moment. I apologize. 1 second. Dahlia, we are going to lose this election. I'm totally bombing out there.
Do I still hear you talking about bombs?
This is it. We need our ace in the hole. What is that thing about Little Hope Church? Mary April goes there, and you have that hot piece of gossip about that church. So spill it, Dahlia. Now is your moment.
Okay, so one time after communion service, I went to the back and I caught Hilda eating all of the extra bread, and she was drinking all the juice.
Okay, and?
Come on, Tristan, this is really unprofessional.
Stop a-socking it fast. Continue.
Well, I told Pastor Luis about it, and he told me it was no big deal, and that it was better than leaving his homemade wine to go to waste. I mean, I thought it was juice, and here she is chugging wine.
Dahlia, please tell me this is not the little juicy secret that I've been holding out for this entire time.
What do you mean? I told you it was juicy.
What am I going to do? 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 We're going to lose this election. Whew, we have to brainstorm. Is it getting hot in here? My goodness. Maybe somebody can turn up the AC. Okay, Dahlia. Let's just re-strategize. Dahlia,
And who might you be?
I am Tristan Gretzinger's running mate.
Running mate? I didn't know that was allowed, Mrs. McCaw.
I don't think it is. That might be a major violation of our regulation. Can I get a fact check, please?
Interesting that you would say that partnership would be forbidden. Our campaign is based on the belief that a community needs to work together in order to live in unity and achieve common goals. Wouldn't you agree, Ms. Palmer?
Why, yes, I agree wholeheartedly with that sentiment.
We also believe that the old should never linger in solitude. The Gretzinger campaign is committed to new programs at the Assisted Living Center because they should be able to live their last days among their peers and having fun.
That is a wonderful idea. I love it.
Additionally, our campaign will be fighting for funding for the Hackenslash police force. If we're going to catch a killer that still stalks the streets of Hackenslash, we need to support our boys in blue.
Wow, this girl is a natural. Will you please look into that camera and tell the world your name? We're dying to know who you are.
Hello Hackenslash and hello world. I am Laya and I'm asking for your vote. Gretzinger for City Council, and together we can make this town one that we're proud of.
Woo! Yes! Great job, Dahlia. Dahlia, that was incredible. Where did that come from? I didn't know you had it in you.
I seized my moment. I told the world my name.
I have to say, I think I see your value now. I'm so grateful.
If you'll excuse me, some of the crew members asked for my autograph.
You know, Tristy, hearing about this fabulous town today really got me thinking. What if I move here? I mean, wouldn't that be great? Me and you together again. Besides, who knows the real you better than me?
Hello, Hackenslash. This very week we're celebrating my favorite holiday. Do you know what that is? It's Thanksgiving. Tony, our secretary, do you know what that is, Tony?
Yes, sir, I do.
It's what?
It's Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. But you know, Thanksgiving is not just a holiday, it's a state of mind. Thanksgiving is a time when people come from all over the country. We come over, we come together as family, we eat copious amounts of foods together, and we are thankful for the blessings that we have. It is a wonderful tradition. But, you're mayor. I have a few traditions of my own. Each year, my tradition as your elected mayor, I like to surprise the locals with my parade into the city as your Grand Marshal himself. Me. You see, I have no problem putting on a happy face because I know others are down. They're wondering, am I on the murderer's hit list? Is it going to be me next? Yes, I understand. But who better than your mayor to bring comfort and understanding, especially in Thanksgiving and the joy and the gratitude? I want to be the one to help. I want to do this for you. I want this. Please, let me help you. The donut shop. What do you do with the donut shop? Your Grand Marshal has come to encourage all of you here at Hackenslash. I know it's been hard, but we can overcome. We can overcome. We can. We will. And we'll do it with donuts. The principal of the school. I want you to follow what I'm doing, okay? He's gonna try something with me. Folks, let's go! Watch it. Left, right, left, right. I recently got word of a woman, a single woman with 3 small children whose husband's on deployment. Well, what we're gonna do for her is we're gonna go right to her house, go right into her kitchen, and we're gonna cook her a meal right there. And she has no idea we're coming. here we are at the house.
Hello, hello, hello! Happy Thanksgiving! Yes, we're
Grand Marshal! I'm your Grand Marshal!
Yeah, flour! All right, eggs with flour.
Oh. A mayor tenity tradition happening again right here in your home.
Slam dunk!
Come on, Mama, come on, this is for you. We haven't even gotten to the turkey yet, folks. Look at this. Look at this.
Hello, Hackenslash PD. I have a crazy man in my house.
Happy Hackenslash. Your mayor's coming for you.
Hello? Ha! So you do answer your phone. You haven't answered this phone in days. Things are becoming more difficult to maneuver, huh? Well, cry me a river. Actually don't, because I have other matters to take up with you. First, I demand an answer for what happened here last Friday. What do you mean you don't remember? Okay, then let me help remind you. First, you broke into my home, started a round of fisticuffs with me, and you broke several of my good kitchen utensils, which annoyed me most of all, if I'm being honest. You're telling me that wasn't you? Ugh, okay, I don't even want to know. Look, I know you've taken a unique approach to all of this, and honestly, I could care less if you have accomplices. But you've become far too reckless. The murder rate keeps skyrocketing, and I'm the one getting caught in the crosshairs. I'm losing faith that you can even do this. You're bound to slip up, and I'm not going down with you when this all blows up. Oh, don't give me that. I have been supportive with you up to this point, but now I'm going to need some reassurance that this all will not lead back to me if it goes south. You got it? Good. Now, get your house in order and prove to me that you can do what you said you would do all along. I need a vacation.
Excuse me, sir. Could I have a moment of your time to tell you about a support group that I'm in?
No, thanks. I'm not interested.
I promise it'll only take a moment of your time.
All right.
Well, I'm sure you've heard about the menace terrorizing our town and attacking innocent people. You know, the murder night? Well, of all his victims, there are 2 that are still missing. One of them is my son, Barney O'Rourke, and the other is Officer Kareem Thomas of the Hackenslash Police Department. Officer Thomas's wife and I formed the support group of anyone with missing loved ones, and we're going neighborhood to neighborhood to spread the word. And we're hoping that you will do the same. So if you know of anyone with missing loved ones, regardless of the circumstances, it's a hard place to be in to not know where your loved one is. That's why these flyers are yellow. They represent hope, and the ribbon is for missing persons. And if you could spread the word to anyone who have missing loved ones for our support group, we're meeting this Saturday at 1 p.m. at the Hackenslash Library.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day. We're here to spread hope for all those who need it most. Bye. Hello, I'm not trying to be a bother. I won't only take but a moment of your time. I'm just trying to spread the news about my missing son. Thought I heard somebody in there. hope thing is messing my mind.
Welcome back to another episode of Death Detectives with me, Lila Hoffland. As you can see behind me, yet another victim has fallen into the clutches of the murder knight's treacherous axe. Let's go check it out. If you look closely, you can see that police have begun to dismantle one of the oldest booby traps in the book, the swinging weight trap. All it takes is for two heavy logs held up by ropes to be propelled from either side of the tree and leave us with a not-so-fairy tale ending. The victim needs to trigger one of these hidden ground lines that will send these logs, as Tom Petty would say, free-fallen. The end result of this barbaric trap is instant death with little to no suffering. Or so we like to think. Authorities have yet to identify the victim, but one thing is very clear: the murder knight is still very much a threat and is getting craftier. Stay tuned to Night Watch News for round-the-clock coverage and more updates on this recent death. And that's another episode of Death Detectives. Until next time.
No. I am the patient and you are the nurse. I am the boss. You do what I tell you to do.
I have worked with many different people throughout my career. None of them have been as high maintenance and demanding as you.
Demanding?
Hey, what's going on here?
Hi, Lily. I am trying to get this nurse to do her job and help me adjust my pillows because every time I try to do it myself, I'm in excruciating pain.
Couldn't you just adjust the pillows for her? She's been through quite a lot, seeing as she was stabbed by the murder knight, and she survived.
Nope. In fact, I quit. If you want to adjust your pillows, adjust them yourself.
Detective Carlotta Estrada, what has happened here?
What are you doing here?
I called him so he could help me with this, nurse. Thank you for coming so quickly, Martinity.
He said it was an emergency. I thought you had a breakthrough in the case.
No, I wouldn't have called you for that. I called you so you could help me with this nurse. She obviously doesn't know how to help people who have been hurt in the line of duty.
That's not true. Do you know her most recent patient is a decorated war veteran, Charlie White. Remember him?
Yes.
If she can't do the job for you, I don't know who can.
Well, you need to help me find somebody because if I don't get help, I will never solve this murder case.
Your mayor is having a brilliant idea, detective. Leon, my good man. Yes, Leon, you're unemployed. And you two are entangled. We all know about it. Why don't you take care of her? No, you are unemployed. And while you're looking for work, you can have employment. My job is done. I've done it again. You come to my office, Leon. You compensate with me in my office, and we'll take good care of you. And I just want to say, in the spirit of the day, happy Thanksgiving.
For him, you voted for him. I did not vote for him. It's crazy. Oh, Lily.
I guess we're stuck together. Like it or not, Miss Estrada. Hey, and actually, I came over to ask for your help with something, okay? I found a treasure chest with Homeless Hugh and Gigi, but it was empty. We tracked it down using clues from Charlie White. They all thought it was useless, but I couldn't get my mind off it, so I just kept messing with it. And I found a false drawer at the bottom of the box. Hey, I found this note. I think it might be a clue to where we can find the treasure.
I think you're right. And I know where the next clue is. Hidden drawer? More like hidden beneath the floor. We need to search Charlie White's house.
Hello, how can we help you?
Yes, my name is Detective Carlotta Estrada, and this is my sidekick, Leon Degrassi Mayfield. And we are on a secret mission, and we need to search your home for evidence.
May we ask why?
Ma'am, the less questions you ask, the better for all of us. Trust me.
Are you going to obstruct justice by not letting us have access to your house? Do you know who I am? I am Carlota Enchilada Sofrita Estrada.
Okay, fine. You can come on in.
See, I know how to crack them.
Hey, are you sure this is what Charlie meant when he stuffed that note in the false floor of the box? A false floor here in his home?
I'm positive. Lily, I'm parched. Will you get me some water?
I could ask the homeowners.
But first, could you massage my shoulders? I'm still so in pain and tired and tense from fighting that murder night. You know, I'm the only one to have fought him and survived.
I believe that me, Homeless Hugh, and Tristan all survived attacks too. But okay, I'm coming. Let's see. Man, you are very tense.
Not so hard. Stop. Just go over there and keep looking. You're not doing it right. I'm hungry and I want to go home. Hurry up.
I'm trying. We can't leave until we find this Bible, so we gotta find it.
Well, then look faster because I want to go home.
You know what? Why don't you help me then? You know what? Take this broom and we can cover more ground faster.
You know, if you wouldn't have been out having fun at the Hack-O-Lantern and you would have stayed with me, I wouldn't have gotten so hurt and we would have already caught the murder night.
What? I wasn't having fun. The other night came and threw me against a pile of hay. Almost threw my back out, but you don't see me whining about it.
Whining? I almost got my leg completely sliced off. But I'm sure it was real difficult getting thrown into a fluffy hay bale. Please.
Fluffy? Those bales aren't fluffy, Carlota. They pack those bales as tight as a brick.
You know what? You don't care what I've been through. You're only using me for my super sleuthing skills to find your stupid treasure. Well, hello, Earth to Leon. You need to care about my needs.
Look at me. I'm on my hands and knees banging on a stranger's floor because you said this was the right move. Obviously, I value your opinion, but I think this was a mistake. This is ridiculous.
You're ridiculous. And if you don't care about my needs and what I'm going through, then I don't even know why we're together.
Me either. Because I don't want to be your nurse or your doormat.
Fine. Then I guess it's over between us.
Fine.
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 Goodbye, Carlota.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, maternity. I need a ride. And a new nurse.
You know, the last of the polling stations closed about half an hour ago, so they should be posting the results any minute now.
You know, you two should be very proud of yourselves. You're winners in my book, no matter what happens. You did your best. Not everybody would even try. Good job.
I know I wouldn't have, not with Mary April as my competitor. She's a saint.
Thank you, but he's right. You know, we did spike in the polls after the debate, thanks to Dahlia, but it's going to be close.
Did anyone say parade?
No. Actually, nobody said anything even remotely close to parade.
Oh.
Get well soon.
I've never been better.
You know what, guys? I'll take care of this.
Mayor, I have something I wanted to show you over here.
By the way, I'm fine. I've never been better. Your Grand Marshal wishes you a happy Thanksgiving. Be happy! Happy Thanksgiving! Your Grand Marshal, here, your mayor!
Dahlia, did you see that you've become a meme?
Oh my goodness. I've never looked better. What a sleigh. Man, I should thank all my fans on all my newly verified social media accounts.
It's true. I gave my dad a call and he made sure to get her verified on all social media platforms. She's a certified celebrity.
Oh, Dahlia. You know, we all knew I'd be a celebrity, but you, who'd have thunk?
Me. I thought about it every day of my life.
My editor for Death Detectives is still down at the studio. He said that the race is still too close to call. They hope to have a result soon.
Oh, well, lovely. More time for tea and crumpets. Anyone? Everyone?
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you again for all your help at the debate. I mean, if you hadn't stepped in like that, I don't think we'd have a fighting chance. But we might actually win now.
Well, I mean, you might win. I'm actually going to be stepping down.
What? Why?
Well, we made a deal and we met all the expectations. You did everything you could to put me into the spotlight, and I did everything I could for your campaign. You can't actually have a running mate. I mean, this is a local city council position. It's not the Olympic figure skating. I mean, I think you've got what it takes.
Do you really think so? I mean, me, a leader, I've never really had the chance to try.
I have all the confidence in the world. But for what it's worth, I'll be in your corner. For now, though, it's been good. Partners?
Partners it is.
Hey, it's back on.
Oh, let's do this.
Night Watch News can officially call the race for City Council in favor of Mary April Palmer, who's been re-elected for another term. This victory comes on the heels of a hard-fought race, concluding with a bombshell debate, no pun intended, which left many swing voters wondering who to cast their ballot for. In the end, Palmer was victorious and will remain on the Hackenslash City Council.
Oh, Tristan, you really have made the Gretzinger family name proud. And I so want you to always be my city alderman. And, oh dear, did I say alderman? Oh, I'm so silly. I meant you can be my city councilman forever.
Thank you, Danny.
Oh, you're such a boy.
Don't worry about it too much, man. You know, we're all proud of how much effort you put in. And, you know, granted, I didn't support all of your policies. You'll be all right, man.
I appreciate it, Pastor. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for the support. Thank you, Danny. Thank you. Thank you, Danny.
That election was really something, wasn't it, dear? I'm sorry the outcome wasn't what you planned. I know it was going to be your stepping stone to becoming a star.
Nah, that's okay. That was yesterday, Dahlia's plan.
Today, Dahlia has a brand new golden ticket that will make tomorrow, Dahlia, shock the town.
Wow, that sounds like some kind of plan. Are you sure you don't need any help with that?
No, that won't be necessary. I think I've got everything worked out. Let's just say I'll be making history when my plan is unveiled. I've got it in the bag. Literally. My plan is in my bag. Do you think that Pastor Louise would mind if I used the potty?
No, go right ahead, dear.
Hey, I actually have to go. I have like a super important meeting with the Prime Minister of Djibouti, and I will be giving him tips because of how good I did at Tristan's campaign. So I'm like important now or something. So I will see you later.
Okay. But whose booty?
Oh, come on, Spencer. How hard is it going to be to make more food for Thanksgiving dinner? It's not like you're running a 5-star restaurant down there. We all know that the turkey is going to be more dry than Regina Thompson's bangs in the New York office. As my family's butler, you should have no problem preparing 2 more places for Thanksgiving dinner. Yes, 2. Of course I'm bringing someone home to meet my family this year. Who? My fiance, Blaine. Blaine Burgerby. You want to speak to him? 1 sec. Hey, listen, I need your help. I need you to come with me to Thanksgiving dinner and meet my family. And, pretend to be Blaine.
Oh, brother. No chance I am passing as that pretty boy. Besides, what's in it for me?
A 6-course meal made by chefs and imported internationally, all while spending an entire evening showing me tasteful and respectful PDA. What else could you want?
Hello, this is Blaine Burgerby. At your service, monsieur. Yeah. I don't know. I think it was great. Yeah, we'll just have to.
No, that's
pay
it's good. Hey, Pastor, can I talk to you for just a minute?
Sure, yeah. I'll meet you right up front. Okay. It was lovely seeing you guys.
All right.
Hey, wonderful. You guys have a great night. Hey, Leon, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, Pastor Luis. Pastor Luis, I don't know who else to ask about this, but my life is crumbled to pieces. I've been accused of murder now multiple times. I got fired from my job because of my affiliation with the scandal. My relationship has gone up in flames over a disagreement about buried treasure. And the one thing that I was holding on to this whole thing is a complete failure. I can't even find one Bible. So I guess I want to see how you did it. When you were facing all that adversity with Little Hope Church from the public and the media, how did you continue on? Because the only thing I want to do right now is to give up.
You know, Leon, I know this is going to seem like a very cliche pastoral answer, but I've went through a lot of things in my life, and I have leaned on God for every single one of them. The Bible says that we can do all things through Christ who strengthens us, and that has been so important to me. I've went through things that have been way bigger than me, but I've always leaned on that scripture. I've leaned on God, knowing that He's going to take care of me. Think of it like this. Think back to when you were young, when you were a child. I know that was a long time for you. I'm just kidding. But really, I mean, I remember being in middle school, and I had a very important art project coming up, and I'm a triplet. So money doesn't flow in our family like it does in others. And so I knew I had to save up for my own supplies, and I started doing chores and doing stuff around the neighborhood just to raise money. And I was about halfway to my goal. I was so stressed out because the deadline was coming up, and I still wasn't even close. And I remember the anxiety finally got to me, and I went to my dad and I just explained the situation. And the relief I felt when he said he would take care of it, I can't even begin to explain. And he gave me this advice. He said, "You don't always have to go do these things alone, son. I will help you as much as I can." It's the same when we come to Christ. That art project didn't go away. The work I had to do didn't go away. Our problems don't disappear when we hand them to God. We still have to do what He is guiding us to do. But that's where that comfort comes from, is knowing that we're not alone anymore. And I think you can apply that same thing to your situation.
I suppose so, but I think what you're saying is the things I'm going through won't go away, but I'll be able to bear them if I talk to Jesus about them?
Essentially, yes, but not just talk. When you pray, you hand over your situations to Him. You let Him take care of the hard stuff, and you follow His guidance.
How in the world do you know what He's saying? He doesn't actually speak to you, does He?
Not audibly, no. But the closer you get to Him, the more you recognize His voice, the more you see what He's trying to tell you in His scriptures.
I've got so many questions. How do you grow closer?
It's simple, and you are asking the right questions. But you open up His Word, you read the Bible, that's where you're going to learn about Christ, how we live for Him, how we honor Him. And you practice talking to Him. It's going to seem awkward at first, but the more you do it, the more you're going to get the hang of it.
I think I'll try that, Pastor. Thank you very much. And maybe next time I'll be on time for the service.
You know what? I'll look at getting you a Bible.
Okay. Thank you.
you so much for coming out tonight with all your help. You don't know how much we appreciate this. Bye, everyone. Good night. Thank you again. Bye, guys.
Hey, my group scoured the 2 hiking trails you suggested, and there is no signs of Barney or Curry.
Same here. We searched 10 blocks of the neighborhood east of Old Man Whitaker's property. It's 4 acres of marshlands. I even lost my shoe.
We have searched every park in this town, and nothing. I mean, where could they be hiding? It shouldn't be this hard.
Ground searches are never easy, but I do have some good news. There is a group that said they would help us search after the holiday weekend.
Oh my gosh, that's right, tomorrow. It's Thanksgiving. I completely forgot.
Mona, you really need to get some rest. You won't be in any shape to help any of us if you keep up like this.
Angela's right. I think we need to call it an evening. You 2 take care of yourselves and make sure you get home safely, okay?
Well, you're more than welcome to have Thanksgiving with me and the kids.
Oh, thanks. My friend's gonna have me over, but I'll see you next week. Alrighty? All right.
Hey, Mrs. O'Rourke.
Hey, Sammy! Thank you so much for all your help tonight, sweetheart.
What's this?
This is a list I made of all the places I thought Barney would go if he ever ran away. I mean, I have checked this list so many times, I'd put Santa Claus to shame. There's just something I'm missing. A place. I just don't know anymore. Back to the drawing board.
Hey, Ramona, we
Honey,
gotta go home now.
I gotta say goodbye to these folks, okay? But have a great, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week, sweetheart.
This is it. Yep, that's it. Yep. Perfect.
See? I told you I'd get us here in one piece.
Okay, well, you can just put the bike over there, and remember, you didn't steal that off of a murder victim, and we didn't take a bus to get here. And tonight you are my classy fiance.
Yeah.
Just remember we're madly in love and you're blind.
Happy Thanksgiving, precious family. I'm so glad we are all here together to celebrate together. I must say, I'm a little surprised that you are here, Gianna, and that you showed up, in that we purposefully chose not to invite you.
Thank you, Mother. I actually thought my invitation had gotten lost in the mail. That was until I got your letter specifically telling me not to come, quote, until I find a man and convince him to marry me, ending a long streak of shame brought upon this family as the failed single daughter, end quote. But I finally found a man, and so I'm here, and here he is.
Well, I'm glad to see that you found someone just in time. This unique looking man, Blaine Burgersby?
Yeah, that's me. Try not to wear it out.
Before the rest of us who have manners begin to eat, I think it would be appropriate that we go around the table and share something that we're thankful for. I'll start us off. I'm Thaddeus Montclair, and I'm thankful that we live in the United States. In this country, our government has given little emphasis to any type of legislation to restrict ocean pollution with plastics. And because of that, our Arguelette dynasty has been able to expand into single-use plastic bottle and containers. Therefore, we have no concern about environmental affairs.
And I am Lemon Montclair, and I'm thankful for my doctor who has prescribed to me anti-diabetic medication with semaglutides as much as I want so that I can stay skinny and fit every day of the year.
We're Patience and Prudence, and we're thankful for our identical twin husbands, Brett and Chet, who have got us both pregnant at the same exact time. And because of our matriarchal structure operations, we will be able to keep our fortune in the family for good, something Gigi has not been able to do. And since our children will be biological siblings, we'll be able to keep the bloodline pure, something Gigi has not been able to do.
Well, I'm Gianna Montclair, and I too am thankful today. I'm thankful for my very handsome life partner that I've been able to find, Blaine Burgerby. Blaney, would you please stand up and tell my family about your hefty bank account and also very impressive educational history?
Yeah, I'm pretty rich and pretty educated too. In fact, I'm a professor at the university where I met beautiful Gigi, and I too collect. I collect things that are of value and old history-related items, and worth a lot of money.
Is that so? Well, tell us more about your collectibles.
They're too numerous to go over all the money I've spent, you know. But actually, I've been super into this super old original Gutenberg Bible. I spent a lot of money on it. And yeah, actually, funny story. Gigi pretty much made me promise to marry her so that I could keep it, and
Okay, oh, he's joking, of course. He's joking. Such a jokester, always opening his mouth and saying the most stupidly hilarious things. Pony! Hi, Pony! Blaney, this is my dog Pony. When I was 7 years old, I begged my parents for a horse, but my mom told me that equestrianism was for short men who were trying to prove their masculinity, so instead they got me a dog, and I named her Pony.
That mangy mutt. I can't wait until next week when we get to take her to the pound.
She's not mangy. She's not mangy at all. The only reason that she looks like this is because you guys don't give her baths and you don't give her haircuts, but I'll do that. I'll give her that.
Well, we can't take her with us, and you've been gone for a while, so...
Where are you going?
Oh, we haven't told you, but we are moving. All of us are moving. We are all leaving.
You see, one of the U.S. Virgin Islands came up for sale last week, and it was at such a great price, we couldn't just help but buy it. And so we'll be gone by this time next month.
I guess it's sort of like a goodbye dinner for you, Gigi, because I don't know when we will see you again.
Well, but you're gonna come to my wedding, right? You guys will be back for my wedding.
Probably not. Actually, I can say with confidence that we will be looking at the white sandy beaches and the Vernet Hills. And your matrimony to that thing? No.
But I finally fulfilled my duties as a Montclair woman. I'm getting married. I could be put in the will now, right?
Oh, dear, now, no. You must be married for at least 1 year before you can be put into the will. Well, that's of course so that we know that the marriage is going to last.
Well, since when has that been a rule? Since when?
Well, I sorry, dear, I don't make the rules.
You literally make all the rules. It's your will.
Don't worry, Gigi. I'm sure your new husband will take good care of you, so long as you keep blackmailing him into staying.
Yeah, Gigi, how best to put it? You got owned.
Wow, I'm famished. Let's eat.
Who needs them anyways?
I'm not in the mood for conversation right now, Hugh.
First of all, it's Burger Boy, for tonight at least. And second of all, I know their type. Heck, I've dealt with their type my entire adult life. You gotta let their words roll off of you, like water off a duck's back, or whatever that saying is. Shake it off.
You just don't get it. They're my family. I've spent my whole life trying to impress them and just, it's never enough.
Actually, I do get it. More than you might think. I understand. I mean, I'm the black sheep of my family. But who needs them? I don't need my family. You don't need your family. We're both independently wealthy now. I mean, we could do whatever we want. So I guess the question is, what do you want to do with the rest of your life, Mrs. Gigi Burgerby?
I don't know. I've never even thought about that before. And that makes me mad. I've literally never thought about what I want. I've spent my entire life just thinking about what they want me to do.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
I still don't know.
No. You're not getting off that easy. What is it that you want more than anything else right now?
Rolls. And expensive meats.
Okay. So where are we getting these rolls and expensive meats?
We're gonna take them from my family.
That's right. We are. You know what? All right. We got to do this the right way. Here's some tricks, all right? Pockets, bags, grab as much as you can, and we got to get out of there as fast as we can. But as we leave, you got to turn around and say something epic so they never forget.
Yeah.
All right? Now, I'm a little bit of a pro at this. It's a little bit of an art. So I'll take it over for tonight. You just got to say something at the end.
Okay.
All right? You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm taking what I want, and I don't care what you guys have to say about it anymore. Come on, Pony. Let's go home.
Home? Where might that be?
Hackenslash. I'll send you a postcard.
There she goes. Booyah! You know what? Each one of you should feel horrible about how you treated her. That woman is amazing. And you know what? Despite her social status, her marital status, her financial status, that doesn't give you guys the right to treat her like that. And you know what? One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I'm going to cherish her. You guys don't deserve her. You know what? I'm taking this for Pony. Homeless Hugh out.
You mean he was homeless?
I'm not saying it's not understandable. It's just understanding the situation and laughing at it are not mutually exclusive.
Who was I supposed to ask about making real cranberry sauce? I mean, I always found it easier just to open the can and slice it up. I'll tell you, over the years, I've become known as the Cranberry Man.
You did not.
I did so, and I'm proud of it. No one has been able to quite slice the cranberry the way I do. You know, you get your steady hand from me.
Dad, stop. You cannot be this cringe. I will never acknowledge you as the Cranberry Man.
Oh, I'm just glad we're spending this Thanksgiving together. I can't tell you how much it means to be with family.
Me too, Dad. I'm glad I'm here. And I guess I can confess this to you, even though it's kind of embarrassing. So you know I never subscribed to the Daily Squire. I just didn't feel like I could. After I left, I accomplished all of these things on my own, and it felt like a betrayal to subscribe, so I didn't. But you know my neighbor, Mrs. Hutchinson?
I sure do. She's been a loyal subscriber to our paper since we've started printing.
Right. So this is the embarrassing part. She would read the paper, obviously, and then she would throw it away, and I would get it out of her trash bin and read it myself. I didn't think that I could subscribe, but I guess I still did want a way to feel connected to you.
Oh, Pumpkin, that really touches my heart. It really does.
Yeah, well, so should we start the stuffing now? Oh, was I supposed to bring that?
I thought you were going to, but if you didn't, that's all right.
No, it's one of my favorites, and I know I bought some. What do you think if I just ran home real quick?
Okay, I'll cover the fort while you're gone.
Okay, let's see. If you could just peel this and maybe 2 more potatoes. Let's see, the turkey has a couple more hours. You've got the cranberry sauce. If you just chop these up after you peel them, I already have water on the stove. And then if you could just take those.
All right. I got this. You go.
Okay, thanks, Dad.
Okay. Oh, Pamela? I'm looking forward to spending many more Thanksgivings like this. And I want you to know I'm thankful that you gave me another chance.
Dad, that goes both ways. I am just so grateful that you never gave up on me, on us.
Oh, never. So nice.
I'll see you.
Okay.
Hilda, I have something to confess.
Honey, I don't know how many times I have to tell you we are not Catholic. You do not need to confess anything to me.
No, not like that. Remember the other day when I told you that I had the golden ticket to fame as a backup plan?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the Gutenberg Bible.
You don't say. How did you come about that? You're not the murder knight, are you?
No, it's kind of a weird story, but it's actually not really a problem anymore because it was in my backpack, and when I checked on it, I think maybe it was just too old and fragile, and it disintegrated.
Well, I'm really sorry about that, dear. Maybe we should just get the food on the table.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess we could get started. I don't think anybody else is coming. They must have had other plans.
More for us. It looks delicious, ladies.
Hello. Sorry I'm late.
Leon.
I had something to do really quick.
See, I told you he'd come.
You were right.
Good to see you, sir. I came.
I'm so glad you made it. Did Carlotta come with you?
Afraid not. It's just me tonight.
Oh, that's okay.
Hi everyone. Sorry we're late. Late night at the studio, and Mrs. McCall doesn't give off holidays.
Thanks for including me. Lila gave me the deeds.
Oh, hi. I've been keeping your seat warm.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Knock, knock. Is there room for one more? I figured I'd take you up on your invitation. Beats wallowing in my failures alone at home.
You're always welcome here, sir.
Well, I'm so very glad you all made it. This is just wonderful. And without further ado, it is turkey time.
Hold it! We've just arrived from a 2-hour-long bus trip.
You guys really didn't think I'd miss out on the free food, right? Well, I'm glad you guys came. But I thought you guys were going to be with Gigi's family this evening.
My ex-family. I don't know how I came out so thoughtful, loving, and caring when those people raised me.
Well, the more the merrier. Just so glad you're here. Now it's dinner time.
Ooh, that looks so good.
Everyone, let's say grace. Father God, we thank you for your many blessings. We pray that tonight, as we enjoy the company of family and friends, that we would be reminded of your faithful provisions, companionship, and mercy bestowed upon us each day. We ask your blessing over this meal, the hands that prepared it. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Well, let's get started. Well, it did just come out of the oven, dear.
I know.
Sparkling cider?
Yeah.
That's plenty. That's plenty. Thank you.
Can I pass
Wait,
it?
do you want a carrot? Do you want carrots?
No, it's
Can I
good.
pass it back?
Uses a knife, doesn't she?
Who's that? Come on. Get that out of my way.
Would you like some cider? Yes. Sure.
Please, please.
Oh, sorry. And not only you, dear. Me as well.
Oh, sorry that took so long, Dad. I got caught by Mrs. Hutchinson on the way out. You know, she was carrying 6 pies out to her car and she asked me for help. And I, unfortunately, asked her why she was carrying 6 pies, why they needed 6 pies. And of course, she told me the backstory of every single one. You know, her grandma used to make apple pie, so she has to have apple pie at her Thanksgiving dinner. Ugh. The only thing I could think the entire time that she was talking was that if there are 6 favorite pies, doesn't that mean that none of them are really the favorite? Hey, Dad, how long has the potatoes been boiling? And it smells like the turkey's about done. Dad? Hello? Dad? Did you fall asleep? You old man. You can't fall asleep with the oven and the stove on.
Dad, wake up! Dad! 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 Please! Please help me, someone! My dad's been stabbed! Please! Please help me!
You know, everyone, I'd really like to just share what I'm thankful for this year. You know, as we all know, this year has been full of crazy circumstances. But what I'm thankful for is that God has got us through them all. And looking around this table, just the friendships that we've built, I never would imagine something so good could come out of something so horrible. So just want to thank God for you guys.
What I'm most thankful for this year, Pastor, is you. The way you have shepherded this church and blessed us all and taught us how to love one another.
Wonderful.
I am thankful for people who see me for who I am and love me. It's not something that I have experienced a lot in my life, and I'm really happy to be spending these special moments with you guys.
Well, I'm truly grateful for the encouragement you've all shown me throughout my very turbulent campaign. When I lost, I thought, you know, maybe I'd lost my entire purpose altogether, but I think with your encouragement, I might be able to face whatever life throws at me next.
Hello? Is anyone home? Doesn't anyone want to have Thanksgiving dinner with me? Please?
I am grateful that I get to use my knowledge to help others. I feel like I've finally found my purpose, and it's been really humbling.
You know, really, I'm most thankful for my own perseverance. You know, for a while there, I didn't think I'd make it. And now that I can financially support myself and anybody else, I just think that, you know, maybe I could be the person I've always wanted to and, you know, be a little bit proud of myself.
Well, I'm thankful for a fresh start and an opportunity to make my own way. I've realized that life is short and I don't want to waste another minute of it.
You can't leave me. You can't leave me. Daddy!
You know, I'm thankful for Little Hope Church because I've come to realize that
I've lived life for myself for so long that I'm ready to see what God has in store for me instead.
I'm thankful for the warmth you've all shown me. It's amazing what kind of person you become when loving people open their doors to you and let you into their lives. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!
Happy Thanksgiving!